Hey guys, it's Kales. It's been a week since BookTubeAthon, and I thought that I would give you some lessons I learned during BookTubeAthon. Lesson number 1. It is possible to read 7 books in 1 week. I actually did it. I can't believe I actually completed the challenge and read 7 books in 1 week. Here they are in all of their glory. Yep, so that was 7 books in 1 week. Something around 1,800 pages, I think. I did the math at one point. Lesson number 2. I don't make videos when I'm trying to read 7 books in 1 week. I have to pick one challenge. I made one video challenge, and it was because it was the absolute last day, and I was like, oh, this one won't take very long, so I bet I can do it, and so I did it, and the rest of the days I was too busy and too focused on reading. And if you want to check out that video, then you can link somewhere on this video and see me stack books as tall as I am, which is 6 feet tall, which you wouldn't believe by this camera angle, but I promise that it's true. Lesson number 3. I've become a complete recluse trying to read 7 books in 1 week. It is possible, but you lose your social life. I don't think I watched any YouTube videos. I commented on not a lot of things, and very rarely did I check my Twitter. Twitter was maybe like the only thing that kept me like in tune with BookTubeAthon, and Instagram. I did a little bit of Instagram too, but that was really about it. Lesson number 4, do not turn on BookTubeAthon Twitter settings so that you get all the tweets that they do while you're trying to read. It's a really bad idea. Or if you do that, put your phone far away from you, because it's really annoying to be getting all these little ding 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 ding, or your phone is vibrating while you're trying to read. I am a reader who likes to read. Normally I can zone out, but like when my phone's going off, I'm like, oh, I don't want to miss something. Yeah, no. Lesson number 5, sprints don't work for me. I'm not a big fan of them. I read kind of when I want to read, and that's totally fine by me. I'm glad that I could accomplish the goal that I set out for myself and that I did complete all of the reading challenges. However, doing like community sprints and stuff like that and answering all the challenges is really distracting for me to like try and concentrate on my book and trying to concentrate on the sprints and challenges and stuff at the same time. Just not my cup of tea. Lesson number 6, changing your game plan when you feel like that you've started a book and you don't like it is totally acceptable, even though you're absolutely terrified that when you're going to do it. Because originally, if you remember, on my list of books, one of the books I wanted to read was Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I was 8 chapters in and I was bored. Don't hate me. I'm still planning on finishing it, hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe kind of sorta, I don't know. I was like, well crap, what am I supposed to do for reading 7 books and with blue on the cover? I bought this book, Graduates in Wonderland. I saw that there was blue on the cover, on the plate, and the words up here are blue, even though you probably can't tell that. And I was like, I want to read this book instead. So I completely, on like with 3 days left, chucked Throne of Glass, not really because it's on my Kindle, and picked up this one instead and read it in the space of a day. Changing strategies like that is totally acceptable and fine, even though I was guilt-ridden for a really long time that I didn't set out to read the exact book set that I said I wanted to. I read all the rest of the other 6, but this one I changed, and it worked out for the better for me, I think. Lesson number 7. On the 7th day of BookTubeAthon, reading is the last thing you want to be doing. I literally finished the book before noon and then I was done. I was in the biggest book slump all day. I was like, I don't want to touch a book. I don't want to read them anymore. I don't want to do it. No. After so much reading that you do, it's really difficult to still continue that last half. And so I didn't. I did other things instead. Lesson number 8. Taking breaks is a necessity. You cannot read straight through. At least I can't. It's really difficult, and for me, I'm like, oh dear. Taking breaks from reading and doing other things like, I don't know, hanging out with your family, communicating with people that are real is a great idea, I think. Even just watching something, coloring something, playing video games, you know, playing board games or something is a really good way to like keep your energy up so you don't get slumped out during a readathon, which I think is a really unfortunate thing to happen. Lesson number 9, audiobooks are the best thing ever. I got this new app on my phone called Overdrive, which I didn't know existed. I knew that my library had a mobile app for like e-reader books, which I have on my Kindle. However, I didn't know there was an app for audiobooks, and audiobooks totally saved my challenge because I was working for a little bit helping my mom out at her office, and I just put in my headphones and listened to my audiobook, and it completely saved me so much time. It was so helpful to have that in my ears, so it made work go by faster, and I was actually reading and getting my stuff done without physically reading. Lesson number 10, if you read on the couch, you most likely will fall asleep. If you're laying horizontally. I did that quite often. Found myself napping completely, just out like a light. it wasn't very helpful to my challenge. Those are some lessons that I learned over BookTubeAthon, but I thought I'd give you guys something a little bit different because this was my first readathon and these were some lessons that I learned. And I'm so looking forward to catching up with you guys and getting to watch my videos again and get back into that routine of making videos and actually balancing booktube and reading. If you have any interesting lessons that you learned during BookTubeAthon, leave it in the comments below and I'd be happy to talk to you guys about it. Until next time, bye!